All hail Rabid! All hail Rabid! Hit that subscribe button, follow button, like button, whatever buttons there are for you to push them, but don't hit the bad buttons.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome. We are here. Ignore the mind, kind of the brainwashing app mod there. Ignore him. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He just takes over sometimes. I keep trying to hit the exterminate button. Sometimes it just don't work. Anyway, what's going on, everyone? We are live. It is Sunday. We don't really have anything on the agenda, so it's just an AMA, and we'll just talk about whatever the heck it is you guys feel like you want to talk about. But I do see first-time chat in the Twitchster there of non-Ati. What is happening with a W? So what's going on? Hello to you, Scaper. Glad the mind control is still going. Scaper, what's going on over there? Happy Sunday. All hail Rabid. Awesome. Now moving into the Tubester. What do we got happening in the Tubester here? We do have scrolling up. Oh, I do see Zapirate. Random Miner. What's going on? Zapirate again. Fully Electric. Michael Cartwright. Indian All-Rounders. Let's go crypto. MH, I saw Bitmain's post on LinkedIn spot sale on Kaspa KS5 and Pro, $280 per terahash. What does that work out to be? What are they? 21 terahash times 280? 21 terahash times 280. Yeah, I can't see that being right. It is not $5,800. Are you sure you're on the proper Bitmain, not the scam Bitmain LinkedIn in there? That seems a little cheap unless I calculated that wrong. But yeah, what do we got here? Ogre MGTOW, what is happening? Budweiser. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed the Budweiser. What's happening? Saddy sometimes. What's happening? Use of Putts. What's going on? Travelers Travels. Scrolling through. What do we got? Jessica Masika. What's happening? We have Yusuf Putts. What's going on? I already said Yusuf. Didn't I say Yusuf? Well, I'm saying it again. Michael Cartwright, what's happening here? Scrolling through. First time 13. Solar Miner, what's happening? 100 Air, what's going on? I'm going to tell my kids Rabid was created by rabbits. What? Rabid mining was created by rabbits. Oh my gosh. Michael Cartwright, healthier, faster. What's happening? Mike Medcap, what's happening over there? Scrolling down. Oh, I do see.
Red Potts is in the house. Nuclear power plant mining. Red Potts.
Rud's here. Everyone welcome. Rud is here. We got Tades Belinda. What's happening here? What is that? Crypto Pounder 4. Sunday happy everything. Scrolling through. Think we're catching up on everyone. John Jork 7. What is happening? And it just jumped on me. So where the heck are we? Crypto Baltus. What's happening? Mental Mining UK. What's going down? And then I see Ace K. I see ya. What's happening, Ace K? Andy A. What is happening? What do you think about mining with 3 KS0 Ultras to own node with solar? Well, I guess if you're running them all off a little bit of solar, it doesn't matter. As long as you hit some blocks, that'll be pretty awesome. Some people have been getting extremely lucky, and obviously mining to your own node is the best thing to do for decentralization as you're putting another copy of the blockchain out there. One thing to point out, though, is I think, did we talk about this yesterday? Maybe it was last week. So like 2 weeks ago, there have been people hitting blocks on KS0 Ultras, once or twice a week. And in theory, that's like mining 5 or 6 months worth of Kaspa at the amount they're getting. So, the gamble may pay off. At the same time, the gamble might not. And you could go all year and not see something with such little hash rate at this point in time. So it's up in the air. I'm debating on maybe trying it out myself. I think that'll be a lot of fun. That'll just give me an excuse to fire up the Kaspa node as well again. But you never know. You just never know. What do we have here? Frank B. Zagatti, Rabid. Rumors have been said 3 new public bit streams by the end of the year. First by end of September. So interesting public bit stream. So that would be coming from Whitefire or who's the other public bit stream that's left? Unless someone else is working on it, like Osprey's kind of on their own thing now a little bit, aren't they? So who is this public bit stream coming from? Are you also possibly talking about Coal Engine where they're private, but their miners are public? So in theory, that could be a public bit stream if you own the Coal Engine P2 FPGA miners. So is it like straight up, I guess, public for everybody, or is it going to be based on one of these types of hardware? but very interesting to see that there's more coming now. I wonder what they're going to be for. Could it be Pyron? Could it be Zealous? I imagine it'll be Zealous as long as performance. I do expect public Zealous bitstream to come if the performance is on par with GPUs and CPUs. We're already seeing GPUs pull away from CPUs, and then the latest rumors are FPGAs are 3x better in terms of hash and efficiency over GPU. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, where is the fine line where a certain hardware is starting to get too much better. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it goes out. Binary EXP miner I use for Spectre. Yeah, Jock McMiner, that's the same one I'm using. I'm using Binary. Have you been getting less blocks for SPR using the new TNN? I have Crypto Pounder. You know what? That's an interesting story. Depending who you ask, you're going to get different scenarios. So I did, in fact, try both of the new miners, the TNN and the Spectre. Now, let's just look at this right now. So here's my CPU mining rigs. We can see the dual epic, the single epic, all the 3900Xs, a bunch of 7950Xs, 7950X 3Ds, 7900X, you know, all the CPUs out there. I am currently using Binary. Now, it sounds like, so thank you very much, Healthier Faster, for the €2. Hey, you, what's happening? First time super chat live on the system. Welcome, and thank you very much for the super chat. Right here, so it sounds like TNN is supposed to be better on 7000 series plus CPUs. And, you know, when I do a lot of my testing, most of mine, I point like 6 to 8 rigs on each miner for 3000 series. So it sounds like TNN doesn't work. So I just put everything on TNN and I ran it, you know, luck, because we're solo mining here. Luck will play a big factor here. But coming into it, I got in, I think it was 5.5 hours. I ended up with like 960 coins, 940 to 960. I can't remember the exact number in about 5.5 hours at about 180 mega hash online on Spectre. And then I was like, you know what? It feels slower. I know the hash rate's picking up on Spectre, but it did feel slower. As soon as I turned on TNN, the latest one, it just felt slower to me. Even though it was showing I was getting upwards of almost 40 kilohash, I think 39 kilohash on 7950X 3Ds and stuff, and Binary is not showing as much. So, but it just felt, the amount of coins coming in and stuff felt slower. So then I switched back to Binary, and in only 4 hours, plus we were at 200 mega hash on the network, so an extra 20 mega hash on the network, which means your yield should be lower. In 4 hours, I was at 1100 coins. So I was like, okay, well, it feels normal again. I just knew as soon as I turned on TNN, it just felt slower, even though it's telling you other hash rates. And one big thing with Spectre right now, and it's a huge thing with Cubic, I wouldn't even touch Cubic because who knows what's going on there. As we know, there's different pools, all have their own miners, all are fighting for hash rates. And this all brings me back to early Duro days. If you remember, we had the early Duro miner, and it released here. We were mining Duro. It was awesome, great. You know, we're getting 8 kilohash on like, I don't even know what it was, 8 to 10 kilohash on like a 7950X or something. If I don't kind of remember if actually the 7000 was released then. Maybe it was, you know, 5950Xs and stuff. But point is, we're doing 8 to 10 kilohash on a bunch of the CPUs, and then Duro Plus released, and it doubled our hash rate. So we're like, wow, we went from like 10 upwards to like 18 to 20 kilohash. Everyone moves over to this miner. And then I started testing it. And we found out that even though we were getting double the hash rate, we were finding 50% less blocks and coins. It was just a hash rate scam to bring people in for the dev fee and stuff. Now, this is also early beta testing on the pools. It was still sending shares, and it also looked like the pools were paying for that hash rate. So now you have a super high hash miner that can't find squat, and it's getting paid for its shares at a mining pool, which was bad. And then we had the people who were actually finding the blocks hardly have any hash, but they were getting ripped off because they didn't have the hash if they were mining on the pool. So there's so much stuff going on here. Don't look at hash rate when it comes to new miners competing. And this is a big thing on Cubic, because I know a lot of people see, oh, this miner is doing this, move to this pool. Everyone's moving pools constantly, and I could probably say if you're probably not helping, one IT on, you know, this pool is probably going to be finding the same amount of solutions as frickin' 100 ITs on this pool that's claiming their miner is so much better. So it's really hard to test these things, especially on something like Cubic. I feel everyone's just lying to you. That's my thing. I just stick to LI pool, and that's it. Who cares about everybody else? done. And then we come in and now we're dealing with Spectre and stuff right now, and there's hash rates bumps. But yes, to pretty much sum up that question, I did find TNN felt slower, but then again, TNN is supposed to be better on the 7000 series plus, and I just point all my rigs to everything, so I don't really know. So honestly, I'm on binary again, even though it's showing less hash rate, but for some reason it feels like I'm getting more coins when I use it. All right, moving on. What do we got here? That kind of answers your question. I pretty much, it ran up to pretty much what you thought too. As soon as you went to TNN, you were getting less coins as well. So you probably, you know, it seems a lot of people are finding this. What do we got here? Sounds like Regal Miner. It's poop. Why? Regal Miner's poop for what? Which one? What are we talking about? What's going on? I like Regal Miner. Regal Miner is like the, what is it? The new T-Rex, I feel. For NVIDIA GPUs, Regal Miner is like the go-to miner for the past couple of years. But 1.0 Miner is actually doing great things as well, and we'll just have to see what happens. What do we got here? I've had software say 33 mega hash with pool showing 58 mega hash before on some networks. Always good to check pool side and payouts. LOL Miner beats it. What are we talking about, though? LOL Miner beats it in what? In which? What coin are we talking about? Did I miss a coin chat somewhere? What's going on here? I don't even know what's happening. I'm just looking at all the ats on here, so I try not to miss people tagging me. Gotta go. Peace, Rabid and miners. Okay, not a T. Welcome, and yeah, see you later, I guess. I just gotta jump into here and check out the old Exter app, see if we got anything rocking, any action over there. So we're gonna hit the profile. And Sunday crypto mine, yeah, I see it. So we got a few people rocking over there. I don't really see anybody chatting, so I guess we're good, I think. I don't know how you can see viewers or anything. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to operate the X side of the streaming platform yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. All right, moving back into the chat here. Happy Sunday to you. Mindsum is in the house. Oh yeah, so I can't find it out, but I don't know if you guys seen this on X there, X/Twitter, you know, used to be Twitter, now X. Itopia was asking Panda some questions, and then he says, you know what? Oh, yeah, I think it was all about the entity and the ASICs and the FPGAs and all that stuff. Anyway, point is, moving forward from that, we might be starting an all-star podcast. What do you guys think about this? So the idea came up. Itopia from Viper Labs there. He pointed out that, you know what? You should start a podcast. You, Rabid, Mind, some get together, start doing podcasts. And, you know, everyone's like, well, Panda won't do it and stuff. So I was talking to him. Panda said he'd do it. Mindsum's up for it, and you know it's going to be a couple weeks out still. We still got to go through planning and stuff because Panda's super busy right now. But we're thinking about integrating a new live stream show onto YouTube. We're going to, obviously, it's not going to be dedicated to one channel. We're going to be swinging channels, so we might start on Panda's, move to Mindsum's, then come to mine. But we're going to be doing like a rotation thing, type of thing. But yeah, it's going to be Red Panda Mining, myself, Mindsum, and you know maybe Itopia and stuff as well if he wants to do it. We'll see, you know, get everyone's opinions on everything. That'll bring the pool side of stuff into there, because we know Viper Labs is very upfront and open with everybody, always trying to help other pools as well as coins and stuff. So I think it'd be a great perspective, because then you got Mr. GPU Master Red Panda Mining himself. We got myself, which likes to deal with CPUs. You got Mindsum, which does everything also, as well as likes to look at charts and stats and statistics and things like that. Then, you know, Viper Labs, he'll have, you know, the pool insight on things and how things are running and shares being sent and stuff like that. And then obviously we all do ASICs and things. So it's almost like a whole all-rounded, every angle covered type of show. So you guys think that's something you guys would watch? You guys want something like that? You guys excited? Because that's in the talks right now. We're thinking about bringing that as a live show. So it might be very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Yeah. So moving on. Thought we'd bring that up. See how Mindsum popped in there. We thought we'd kind of do a little announcement there, but it's still, again, it's still a couple weeks out there, guys, because, you know, Panda's very busy right now. He has a lot of things happening. Miners constantly coming out and crazy things like that, but we'll see what happens. What do we got here? Hi, Rabid. What you think of running master nodes as an alternative to mining? Have a nice one. Well, it all depends, I guess, on the coins and stuff. Honestly, master nodes require collateral, so you gotta either mine the coin, obviously, depending on the coin, or you gotta buy the coin. We don't really do much trading for me because we like to mine our coins, but Master nodes do work out. It all depends on emissions, how they work, and things like that. You know, it is a good thing to kind of have in the background, but personally, I mostly favor all the proof of work and, you know, the mining the coin side of things. So I'm not really big on the master node pump, because a lot of times the master node pump, when people talk about it, it almost turns into the scammy side of crypto. And as you know, stupid meme coins, things like that, is the scammy side of crypto. And I feel the node side of all that starts to fit into play in that, because now you're asking people to buy coins, because, you know, a lot of people are just starting off miners, have a couple GPUs, couple CPUs, couple whatever, and it's going to be really hard to get a lot of those nodes unless you find a network extremely early, and hopefully that, you know, network even ends up doing something in the first place. So, you know, it's very interesting. I think nodes is another touchy subject where it turns into the scammy side of crypto. So I like to stay away from that type of stuff, but, you know, I don't know, it's hard to say. Scaper there, have a great one. I can't make up my mind. Octa versus ETC. I just keep bouncing back and forth. I guess it's okay, but wish I could pick one and stick with it. You know, Scaper, that's a very tough one. Octa.Space versus ETC is a tough one. Let's just look at some historical stuff here. So let's just go into, I guess, coin market cap. I should be using CoinGecko, darn it. Oh, I just flash banged you all. It's a white screen of death. I apologize. All right, so let's just look at ETC. If we come into Ethereum Classic, like obviously we can see, okay, this, that, whatever. But look what it's done in the past. So here we have, well, previously, look at ETC used to be in 2016, $1.32, you know, 82 cents, 85 cents, 80 cents. And then we came into the first major, this is, you know, 2013. A lot of the coins weren't around when Bitcoin was. 2013 was the first bull run for Bitcoin back then. These coins came out after it. As you've seen, they got listed around 2016 or so. 2017 was the big one. So look at that. We're like $1, under $1, and this thing shot up to $42. So over 42x is what this did in the first bull run. Then all of a sudden it comes down here and we're doing nothing. And then 2021 comes around and this thing skyrocketed to $133. So we're seeing some nice momentum here. You know, honestly, I don't know what it's going to do moving forward. A lot more people are starting to actually kind of use ETC based from when it was being used back then. You know, this is the original Ethereum. Yes, it went through the DAO hack. Yes, Vitalik pretty much threw them under the bus. They rewritten the Ethereum code, and then they made it like the attack didn't even happen on them to become Ethereum. And, you know, this is Ethereum. ETC is the original Ethereum, but, you know, obviously Ethereum with Vitalik, they took all the customers and everything and kind of walked and erased it from the chain that this even happened. Anyway, all that stuff happened here, and it's still seen nice price gains. So now we went to $133 from a low in this cycle of like $340, $380. So it even seen actually larger gains from them back in here. So moving into next year, you know, in theory, it looks like it's going to go even higher and make a new all-time high. So as a miner right now, it doesn't even need a new all-time high. If it hits $100 plus, I'm freaking happy, and I'm going to be pretty damn rich from previous ETC I've already mined. Or if you're mining it right now, for an example. So let's just jump into crazy Octa mining here. Oh, that's Octa mining. Crap. I'm mining Octa, not even ETC, so I don't even know what I'm getting right now. What's an ETC miner making in coins right now? I don't have a spreadsheet set up for it. One Day World, thank you very much for the US 1999 Shadow Pap, almost ready to set up. What's that mean? Shadow Pap, what is that? What's a Shadow Pap? Because I probably want one. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what, say you're making one ETC a day or even half an ETC a day right now. Like, I don't even know what a miner's making, but let's just say 0.5 ETC a day. Which times that by $100 or something, you know, that's $50 a day. So if you're mining half an ETC right now, it's probably not looking pretty darn hot. Actually, we can go into this right now. Let's go to a Jazz Miner. We can kind of get an estimate of what we're getting right now. We're going to go in Jazz Miner. Let's see, X16Qs are the popular ones, I guess. So you're making $2.93 a day. All right, let's just look before power. $2.93 right now before power, and the current price is $20. Hold on. So $2.98. What is that? 2.98 divided by, actually I'd have to divide the price. 20.13 divided by 2.98. Oh, that's the wrong way. 2.98 divided by 20.13. All right, so you're getting 0.148 coins a day right now. So if this hits like $100, you know, you're making $14.80 a day right now on that single jazz miner. If this goes to 133, that's $19.68. You imagine a single jazz miner making freaking almost $20 a day. That's kind of what that's looking like right now. ETC could be definitely a good option because it looks like each cycle it does spike over what it previously did. We don't know what it's going to do for sure, but the cycle says it's going to pump sometime next year. Now, Octa.Space is the one that's up in the air here versus that. Octa has been doing extremely well. It's honestly the coin I have been personally mining, and it's been seeing a pretty nice chart ever since it was first listed here on CoinMarketCap of constantly climbing, and it's never seen that bull market yet. Hasn't seen it, which means in theory, when altcoin season comes around, I'm hoping for $20 to $30 Octa.Space. That would be pretty damn insane. Will it hit that? I have no idea. That's just a guesstimate. But when altcoin season hits and that main bull run comes, you know, prices do extremely crazy, unheard of things. And that's kind of what, you know, we're hoping for. Now I'm going to jump back into, I guess, Octa mine and see what I'm currently mining. Now, if I go into my current rewards, I'm only making $8.40 a day right now. And, you know, 5.27 coins. 3-4 months ago, I guess probably 6-7 months ago at this point, you know, I was mining 30 to 50 Octa.Space coins a day. People have been looking into Octa.Space. Network hash rate has been coming up. It has been having kind of block reward reductions over the past every 3 months. I think it was happening. It's pretty quick, and it was coming down. So obviously everything's a lot harder to get. But even right now, we say 5.27, let's say Octa.Space hits $20, that's $105 a day I'm mining right now. So these are the things I'm kind of looking for. When these altcoin season things hit, things get freaking crazy. So basing on those numbers right now, I would actually have to say Octa.Space may be seeing, you know, bigger gains mining it right now over ETC, but we don't know. Could ETC double and go to $200 this time? I have no idea. Will Octa.Space even see $20? It might not. It might only see $10, which is still $50 a day. So I have no freaking idea, but, you know, both coins I think are really great options to mine, especially on jazz miners. And jazz miners I feel are underrated miners. A first-time home miner, I think a jazz miner and ETH hash miner is probably a safer bet than getting into Kaspa. Alephium's on edge right now because we haven't seen Bitmain ship yet. Early Alephium might be pretty good moving forward, but after about 6 months, it might not be too hot anymore. But if you can get in early, it's probably going to be decent. But yeah, I think jazz miners and ETH hash asic miners are a great value because no one's really talking about them and they're easy to get in. And I do have links in the description, obviously, to my website, rabidmining.com, if you're looking for any type of asics miners. But, you know, it's totally up to you, not financial advice. Mine some. It is hard to find a chart that looks as good as Octa. Excited to see where it goes. See, mine some's pumped for Octa, and I'm gonna have to agree with that. Like, I'm not a chart reader. It looks like it's definitely constantly going up, but it's never seen that bull run. Kaspa's never seen that bull run. Zealous has never seen that bull run. There's so many coins that came out after in this previous bear market that we don't know how they're gonna do yet, and things are gonna be very exciting next year. But we'll just have to wait. Scrolling back up, what do we have here? I see One Day World. Thank you very much for the US $4.99 from Discord. From Discord. Discord. Oh, Pop, almost ready to set up from Discord. Okay, stuff happening in Discord. I have to double check it all, but very interesting stuff is happening. All right, what do we got? What else do we got here? Hey, Rabid, have you mined Salad AI? What's your take on it? Yes, actually, I did mine Salad AI. Previously, I did videos on it, and I had a referral code called Code Rabid, but it sounds like they eliminated it. So, funny story. I don't know the full details on it all. So, Salad AI, you know, people started talking about it. We made some videos on it, and then it sounded like Salad's broken. Yeah, they're broken. They even announced it themselves, saying, and I guess it took crypto miners to figure it out. As we know, Salad has been around since like 2015, 2016. It's not a new platform. It is old. It is absolutely old as yeah, it's old. So, and you know, in the last 4 months, it kind of gained some momentum and stuff. Maybe they're getting high paying jobs, whatever. Point is, you know, we started making videos about it. I think Brandon Coin started doing all that, and Mining King got into it. I started making it. Panda started making videos. You know, everyone started making videos. Then it turns out crypto miners figured out how to cheat the system. Figures, you know, we know how to make money with our hardware. We don't mess around when it comes to money. Is that right, guys? Is that right? So I guess miners figured out that they could cheat the system, somehow get free rewards for like no power. I know I did the video. I was showing I was undervolting my GPU and stuff. They actually DM'd me and said, we don't like that. Please remove it, yada, yada. I said, no, I'm doing it. I'm getting paid for it. I don't really care what you tell me right now. It's still giving me money. And then it looks like they dropped all the referral fees. They took things out and stuff like that. And I pretty much told them in the DM, you know, maybe you should fix your platform then and get it scored different and stuff like that. But, you know, they didn't like that stuff. But anyway, they removed all referral fees. They don't want that happening anymore. And it's pretty much where it is now. So I don't really know what's going on with Sell. I haven't been on it for a while. I should try it again. But that's pretty much Sell it in a nutshell. Go on, Rabid. Give us a chart reading commentary. You know, I'm the worst chart reader in the world. Or the funniest. I don't know. We'll see. Any thoughts on... what is that? $sign GPU. Is that like a scam thing? I don't know what that is. It's like a new coin that people are trying to rug pull people on. That's my thoughts on it so far because I've never heard of it. Also, you need to be prepared if there isn't an altcoin season. Well, that's very true. That's very true. You always got to prepare for isn't an altcoin season, but that just goes against everything I always believed in and always thought is ignore the news, ignore the media. Who cares about recession this? Who cares about that? Who cares about this going on there? Whatever's happening in Ukraine, whatever's happening in that part of the world, ignore it all. Because it is all geared to brainwash the crap out of all of us to say nothing's ever going to happen. This isn't going to happen. It's different this time. Not happening. And then guess what? You look back, 2013, it happened. 20 whatever, what was the next one? 4 years later, 2017, it happened. 2021, it happened. And now we have 2025 coming up. It's going to frickin' happen. So yeah, we can prepare for it mentally, you know, that it won't happen, but I'm 99.9% pretty sure it's going to happen because the cycles say so, and the media is pushing hard to say it's not going to happen. So that really is what, you know, is directing me that it's going to be even better than it's ever been before. Rabid cheated the system. Hey, I'm just doing what I got to do. Use as least amount of power as frickin' possibly and make the most amount of power as or make the most amount of money as I can for that power that I'm dropping. Most GPU coin is a rug pull or goes to ASIC. The electric burner Kapow is reliable, except Kapow doesn't make any money. Like I see it all the time. Oh, use our coin. We're on Kapow. We're on ProgPow. Use our coin. Use our coin. We're ASIC resistant. You don't have to worry. But guess what? Your coin sucks. Why am I going to mine it? It sucks. I don't care how resistant it is. It's not making me anything. It can't support any hardware. Like it's a lot of these ones, like Meowcoin. Like, why don't you just move to ours? Like you only have like 5,000 GPUs online, and you're still not making anything. So how are you supposed to support 10 million GPUs? You're not. You're not going to make that many. You know, you kind of see what I'm pointing out here. So I don't care about Kapow. I don't care about ProgPow. They use too much power. I don't care about their ASIC resistance. I'm a dirty crypto miner, and I care about profits. Am I right or am I wrong? Come on. You guys have been following the channel. You know all we really care about is the profitability. I see people showing rig rentals on OR V2. OR seems really scammy to me. Any thoughts? I have been seeing people. I haven't tried it myself. A couple days ago, Aura has been popping up. Yes, I believe that's one of the things that popped up on Vast recently, where Vast profits started spiking. And just like what we saw, you know, when people first started talking about Vast AI, profits were spiking, everything's going good, and that actually led to Cubic. You know, people actually looked into this instead of just saying, oh, Vast is super profitable, which a lot of people are pumping the crap out of Vast. If you would have just found the coin and it would have found out that it was mining Cubic. And then all of a sudden that phase is obviously it's over by now. But yeah, OR seems to be what's causing a latest Vast spike over the past week or so. I haven't looked into it myself. I know a couple people who are trying to mine it. It is really hit and miss. I have no idea really what's going on there. Like, seems like the mining pools are up and then they're down, and then you're getting half the rewards you should be. You move to a different miner, it's twice as good, but gives you less. And another one, it's just all over the place. So I don't really know anything about ore, but I have heard that some people say it's very profitable. That's pretty much all I know about it right now. Need to make money. Rabid, you also forgot about HUSAT also being affected by the entity last. HUSAT was? Isn't HUSAT like requires CPU and GPU intertwingled mixture together? So the entity is smashing that out as well? That makes things like another step more interesting. Let's take a look at that. Where is HUSAT? Let's take a look at HUSAT and see what's happening here. HUSAT. HUSAT, HTN. Oh yeah, 20. Yeah, definitely went from 11. So it doubled in hash rate. That's very interesting. And price is crashing. That totally hash rate pump, price crash. That's definitely entity trail. Am I right or am I right? You see a hash rate spike and then you see a price crash. You know, that's definitely entity taking something over. But yeah, is this the one? Is HUSAT the one I'm thinking though? Is that the one where you need CPUs and Warthog? That's it. Okay, Warthog is. I got them mixed up. Okay, so that makes sense then. So wait, never mind. You know what would have been smarter if I just looked at the algorithm. Pyron hash. That makes sense. That makes sense. So they actually let. Oh, let's go because they left Pyron. Actually, let's go Pyron. I just want to open a new tab here. Oh, they came back. Oh, the entity came back. The very next day, the entity came back. You thought he was a goner, but the entity's back. He just wouldn't
go away.
Yeah, that guy. So he's back. He's back on Pyron too, guys. So we got Pyron hash is getting smashed out. HUSAT is now getting smashed out. What other coins did he smash out last time? Carlson. Let's see if Carlson is getting nailed here. Let's check out Carlson. Oh yeah, there we go. Of course. So he's back. He's back. Entity is back in full swing. Now there's another one too. Pyron, Carlson. I forget what they were. It was a three-way. It was a three-way. Hold on, let me come into here. Where is it? Pyron, Nexella AI right here from the previous video when we looked at that here. All right, so let's go in here. Nexella. Is he back on Nexella? Go into here. Oh yeah, look at that. He's all over. So we got Nexella AI dead. Carlson dead. Pyron dead. HUSAT dead. All of them. See you later. Entity's back. So yeah, if you're mining this coin, you should probably go to something else. Let's go to see where's all the other Pyron hash algos. Cobra Dag is Cobra. Oh, Cobra. Cobra. Oh, they don't know about Cobra. Or were they here before? Guys, they don't know about Cobra unless they're watching this live stream now. Yusuf, was that you that was solo mining the crap out of Cobra? Coda? It's still safe. It looks like it's safe. Or they were on and now they're gone. Either or, it looks like Cobra just had a massive hash rate reduction. 1.52 terahash down to frickin' 504. So over 50% of a hash rate came off Coda. So that means Coda might be profitable for some of you guys out there. You know, this might be where you go. If you're mining Pyron or something, you might want to check out the old Cobra Dag because the profitability might be looking pretty good now with all that hash rate falling off. You got a big bag? You got a big bag. All right, you got a big bag. RIP Cobra. Rabid found out where to go. You know, that's the thing too with mining. Like you look at this. Oh, we hear about big name coins and stuff all the time. But if you do what we just did pretty much, we just seen that Cobra Dag lost a ton of hash rate. So the profitability, depending on price, might be pretty good. So actually, let's go in because this was pretty price is still good. Price is actually still good. Look at that. It's not really down much compared to when the hash rate was high. So the price is decent and the hash rate fell off. These are things you look at, you intermingle and be like, okay, that's where I might put my rigs. Everyone else gave up on it. They're calling it the biggest crap coin ever. It died. This is where you can make quite a bit of money is you follow where hash rate disappears from and go behind and pick up the breadcrumbs and scraps. I do that quite often, and sometimes it works out pretty well. And, you know, Cobra may be the option, although I have to set up my spreadsheet. There's only $234 in volume a day by the looks of things. $235, yeah. But you know what? If you're really the only one mining, I'm okay with selling $200 a day. But you'd have to set up a spreadsheet, see how much this pays per 24 hours, get all those options. Maybe this is only paying $5 a day. Then obviously it's not really in your favor to mine it too much. So there's still a lot of other variables you got to look into to decide what that is. You know what? We can put that together right quick, actually. Let's see. How much is Cobra actually paying per day? Where's my spreadsheet here? Let's just bring a random one. Let's go to my GPUs, I guess. So let's just take, I don't know, something. Oh, I got Cobra in here. Okay. You know, that makes things easier. I actually got Cobra already in here. So awesome. All right. So here we go. Let's just see what the latest what did I do when I looked at this? Hash rate on network. Oh my gosh, 21. I don't know what's the hash rate of a GPU so I know what we're actually dealing with here. I don't know what I have this configured into. So I'm going to close these out. Close, close, close. And let's look at Cobra again. Cobra, so, oh, but there's oh, wait, maybe they went to a solo node. This is probably bad, guys. This is probably bad. Cancel all that. Look, there's 1.6 terahash unknown. So they might have went to a solo node because, look, all the blocks most of these blocks are not being found by a pool. So maybe cancel that unless it's glitched. A lot of these coins do glitch on the unknown side. So this may or may not be here. I don't know yet. But it would make sense. It would make sense that they dropped into solo mining. Whoa, Bazigna_X. Thank you very much for the US $50 donation. I have 9 KS0 Ultras, 3 more on the way. Should I mine on Kaspa Pool or NiceHash? Thinking of NiceHash since payouts in BTC. No need to convert Kaspa to BTC. Also, money for beer. Well, the beer money's pretty easy there. But honestly, like, not financial advice. Do it any way you want. If you're in it for the Bitcoin, then obviously do the NiceHash thing and get the Bitcoin. But long term, Kaspa is another one of those coins we talked about earlier that has not seen a bull run and has the chance to see maybe $1 and stuff. I feel Kaspa in terms of gains will make you quite a bit more in this next altcoin season than Bitcoin will. Bitcoin might see a nice 3 to 4x. Yeah, that'll look awesome. But Kaspa could see a 10 to 20x. You kind of see what I mean there? You're going to end up earning a lot more hodling the Kaspa. But not financial advice. You know, it all depends if you believe in. If you want to get that Bitcoin, as you know, a lot of people do, main investors and stuff, it's all about the Bitcoin. So honestly, Bitcoin is the safest bet and you can't go wrong with it. But there is the potential on the other side that you could get more out of it, you know, just mining the Kaspa directly and waiting for it to pump. But that's totally a decision up to you. So, you know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because some people, like I know, you know, they convert everything into Bitcoin. It doesn't matter what they're mining, Kaspa, Doge, all of it. They use their miners, convert it straight into Bitcoin. And it makes sense because all these miners are more profitable than a Bitcoin miner for the amount of power and stuff they're using. So you're technically mining more Bitcoin than buying a freaking Bitcoin miner because of the higher profitability of altcoins, the lower power consumption, and converting that to Bitcoin. So it's all a very suitable take on it. So, you know, if you want the Bitcoin, do it. Use the NiceHash, convert it all to Bitcoin and go from there. You know, that's a really up in the air one depending on the situation that you're really looking to get into. One's a much higher gamble, let's just say. My new AL box is good so far. A couple months, paid itself. The Aletheum box. Yeah, I never got my hands on one. Gold Shell, they don't send me any of that stuff. I don't know why. Interesting things. Maybe because I always say their stuff sucks. That could be a good thing. I mean, that could be a reason why. Like even my own. You guys see when I had my own miner release? Is it on here? I don't know. I had my own, mini Gold Shell Miner Plus thingamajigger, and I pretty much said, "Don't buy one of these," because it didn't make sense. For realistically, with the L9s and everything coming out, it just didn't make sense. I don't know where it is. One of these. But yeah, usually, honestly though, you know, I don't really care if they send me one or not. Their miners are usually the worst ones out there, and they cost the most for the amount of hash you're getting out of them. So, you know, it's just, you know, facts don't lie. Gold Shell is one of the worst companies when it comes to ASICs. And It's awesome you got an AL box, nothing towards that, but I also feel Gold Shell pushed that. That was a miner that probably never should have released on the market because they fast-tracked the crap out of that thing so that they could try to sell as many units as they could at overpriced prices. Because if you remember when it first released, it only worked on like one pool. And they weren't even mining a lithium. They made an lithium miner that couldn't even mine a lithium the proper way. A lithium has 16 chains, guys. 16. That's what makes the tech in a lithium so damn good, is there's 16 different chains constantly working and rotating around each other. And when a block is found on a chain, it moves the difficulty up on that chain, but the other ones, they still remain low. And you got different difficulties and everything happening on every 16 chain. And as blocks and stuff are found and hash rate hits different chains, the difficulty goes up and down. Gold Shell somehow only figured out how to mine one of these chains. You could only mine one. And that's why it only worked on DX Pool, because they worked some deal together so that it would only mine the one chain. That's why it wouldn't work on any other pool that actually had a legit a lithium pool working. And that's why it was taking longer for Ice River and Bitmain to release their miners, because they wanted to actually work on a lithium, not just one chain. That's like mining a Ghost Rider coin. There's 20 mini algorithms and only being able to mine one rotation. That's like going to Kapow or ProgPow where they have 5 or 6 rotations and only being able to mine one. That makes zero sense. They fast-tracked a beta version of their miner to try and sell them all, and it couldn't mine. Yeah, firmware updates came, and I think it's fixed by now. I should sure as hell hope so, but that's pretty much what happened there with the early AL boxes. In theory, they should have been more profitable, because if they could only mine the one chain, you have all the AL boxes spiking the difficulty on that one individual chain, and all the other ones are going to be much lower difficulties finding blocks faster. So they may have also kind of hurt their own profitability, but I never had one to really test, because I probably would have brought all this to light even more and said, you're actually losing coins on this. But I don't know if that's how it actually played out or not, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, continuing on here. What about the DG1 home from Alpa? That's a very interesting miner. I think that's going to be a big seller, a good seller for a lot of people. I'm in contact with them. I'm trying to get my hands on that, but it sounds like it's coming around September, October, November at the latest. We'll see what happens there. But I think that's going to be a popular miner for a home miner. It still lacks in terms of efficiencies and hash rate that it's getting. It's definitely better than what you're getting out of any of the Gold Shell miners and stuff. But when it's comparing it to something like an L9, it is falling behind. Actually, I have a chart set up with all this stuff. Where's all my Doge stuff? Okay, I just got to come in. Where's all my little charts down here? Doge miners, right here. So, yeah, I think I got it all right here. So here's kind of in a nutshell. Now, the Elifax, whatever it is here, it's still up in the air. As you know, Retro Mike was saying, they're still trying to tweak it. We may see closer to 3 gigahash at around a little over 700 watts. I don't 100% know, but this is currently what is being showcased as currently. But anyway, if we look at that, we can see 2 gigahash at 600 watts. That's pretty darn good, honestly, here. But a mega hash to watt ratio is 3.33, which is better than L7s. This is coming in more efficient than L7s. That's why I'm saying L7s are going to start dropping pretty damn cheap here. And especially, if you have cheap power, you might want to just capitalize on some L7s. But if you have probably 12 cent to 15 cent plus power, and so you're trying to get convinced on L9, I feel they're going to die off for you. People with 15 cent plus power, L9s, L7s, are not going to be looking good. Even though the price is going to be looking cheap, I don't think it's going to be worth it long term, because we're going to start seeing hash rates increases on script algorithm by a decent amount. I think we're going to see an explosion here. It used to be only Bitmain and Gold Shell fighting, and I guess some IB Link had some miners, didn't they, or something? Maybe another person. But it's really only been these miners that you have to worry about. Now we have more companies getting in the script, which means more miners emerging. There's no shortage on silicon out there. People are going to be pumping out miners. We're going to see probably a pretty big explosion that script never really seen before. It's just been a gradual increase. So I'm feeling L7s are not looking good. So you're going to have to get into the higher efficiency here, where we can see 2.7. Well, the best one is the 9.5 at 3425. 2.7 mega hash per watt ratio. Now we can see that this Elifax here, Xlax, or I just call things whatever names whenever I feel like it, as we know. But this is 3.33, so this is better for profitability over the L7. Obviously, it's going to come down to the price, 2 gigahash, 600 watts. But now we have the L9 coming in at 16 gigahash, 3000. This is actually less power than an L7. So this thing is using 16 gigahash, about 80% more hash rate at less power than an L7, coming in at 4.76 megahash per watt ratio. That is nice and efficient. Then obviously we have possible hash blades coming in. Let's just add this in. We don't know. We're going to go hash blades question mark. These are supposed to be about 2 gigahash at 145 watts. Like, holy crap. You have like 145 watts only. Like, I don't know. This is insane. But let's just go megahash to watt ratio. So we're going to go 2000 divided by 145. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my, like, look at this. This is the efficiency level of this. 13.79. 13.79, which means to get 16 gigahash, the same as, you know, this, we times that by 8, I guess. So we're going to go 145 times 8. That is doing the same thing as Bitmain's L9 at only 1100 watts for 16 gigahash. That is insanely efficient. Absolutely insane. Now, it's going to be very interesting if these things actually hit the market and they come in at 2 gigahash for only 145 watts. I feel this is very hard to believe. On top of that, you can use your normal GPU mining infrastructure. Your times, you know, you got your motherboards with 12 times 1 slots and stuff. You're supposed to be able to plug into an X1 slot and go. Rebuild your GPU mining rigs because they're not making anything anyway, and fire in hash blades. Like, everything says screaming too good to be true, but we're just going to have to wait and see. We're just going to have to wait and see if those things emerge. But if those things do emerge, it's game changing when it comes to script. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. Logitech will release a product when pigs fly. Efficiency is word. I never use power is free. I want hash rate, Rabid. I want hash rate. I never use power is free. Want hash rate. It's all about the hash rate. And this is another thing where efficiency matters as well. So, in theory, like, let's just take the difference here in terms of hash rates and stuff. Like, as a hash per 30 amp. See, I used to do it up here. Like, how much hash can you get on a 30 amp? Like, example, when you're looking at, I didn't do it for the mini Doge and stuff, but like when these are here, the mini Doge 2 in low power mode, 270 watts for 335, you know, for 30 amps, which means about 5,700 watts, you'd only get 7.2 gigahash, where for the same amount of power on an L7 at this point, you would be getting freaking 15.8 gigahash. And looking at the new efficiencies here, 5,700 watts would get you 15.8 gigahash. Well, look at the efficiency difference now. We're coming in at 16 gigahash. Oh, crap. My thing's not at the right thing for you guys. My bad. We're coming in now, you know, at only 3360 watts for 16 gigahash, where to fill up 5,700 watts, you'd only get 15.8 gigahash on an L7. So we are seeing a huge efficiency boost here. But if we're able to fill up a full freaking, let's go 5,700. That's the 80%, remember. Keep that in mind. You can do like 7,200 watts peak on a 30 amp 240 volt. But if we divide that by 145, oh my gosh. That is 39 gigahash. You could fit 39 freaking gigahash. 39.31 gigahash here of hash blades on a 30 amp. On a 30 amp 240 volt circuit. That is insane. That's where efficiency matters, because, you know, a lot of us are, you know, we think, oh, we don't have 400 amp panels, 1 megawatt worth of power, huge mining facilities. You know, we have maybe a 30 amp 240 volt breaker we can play with on top of our house, or maybe we can squeeze in 2. Like, I'm sitting at 2, but I don't really have much power left for the house and stuff like that. So it's all about maximizing your efficiency so that I can get as much hash rate as possible for the same amount of power. And that's why efficiency definitely is a key. As us as home miners, we're catering to home miners, because Hut 8 isn't coming saying, I wonder what Rabid Mining is talking about today. What kind of hardware should we look at? What kind of efficiency are we looking at? Oh, who cares? We own our own freaking power supplies. We don't care what we're got. We have an infrastructure of megawatt millions, bazillions, gazillions of power. We don't care. We're here for home miners. We're educating and helping out home crypto miners. And that's why efficiency is freaking huge when it comes down to it. Because if you just look at 1-2 rigs, obviously you're not going to get the picture. But when you start expanding and you're getting close to power limited, you'll realize that, oh, maybe I should have got 2 of these miners instead of 1 of these miners. Now I got double the hash rate at second. Now I have like double the hash rate at about the same amount of power as one of those miners. But yeah, it costed me a little extra money, but it was way smarter investment than spending less money. Like the E9 Pros, those things, everyone jumped on them because they were so freaking cheap, but they use too much damn power. They're not efficient. That's why the Jazz miners, yes, they costed more, but you could triple your hash rate for the same amount of power, fitting it on your 30 amps and stuff like that. So these are key factors I always look at when I look into purchasing my miners, and things I always talk about on the channel. I don't care about how cheap a miner is. It comes down to the efficiency end of the day, so that I can fit and make the most amount of money per watt of power that I use. That's the bottom line. As a crypto miner, our biggest expense is our power bill. And if we can mitigate that as much as we possibly can, that's where you make the most amount of money. All right, we got Evolution here. Thank you for the US $4.99. Guys, lend me your hash. Trying to update info for XNV. Old coin, but interesting story with mobile mining soon. I like the underdogs. Go Rabid. XNV, that sounds familiar. Which one is that? Let's take a look at XNV. XNV. It's not even on mining pool stats. What? Did I say that right? What is that? XNV. Huh. I don't know. It's not popping up. What coin is that? It sounds familiar and I don't know what it is. Now it's going to bug me all day. Rabid, you will find a nuclear power plant for me. I will share the power with you. All right. Hey, that sounds like a good deal. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's find a nuclear power plant. Megawatt sounds like an old school transformer name. Megawatt. Yeah, it does. We're going to run into the gigawatts. We need a gigawatt facility. Your stream just died. Oh no, J-Rod. Iran. I'm running SHA-256 miners, 26 terahash, 641 watts, no noise, 120 or 240 volt. Nice. Awesome. You solo mining? You solo mining? You're trying to get that Bitcoin block, aren't you? That's what you're trying to do. We got Scaper over here in the Twitch there saying X16Q is getting about 0.15 ETC a day. 0.15. All right. So is that what I pretty much guessed? I can't remember now. 0.15. So let's just times that by, $133. Yeah, $19.95. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. One day we'll run our miners on personal home small nuclear reactors. Some cold fusion stuff would be nice. Nerva. Yeah, Nerva sounds familiar, but I don't know. Nerva. Oh, that's CKB Nervous Network. Maybe that's what I was confusing it with. Nervous CKB for some reason. Someone's stomping. Oh, you guys can hear that? Yeah. Little one's cousins just showed up and kids got here. And now everyone's running around like crazy upstairs. I apologize. But yeah, there's people running around. I can hear stomping all over the place. Yeah, there they go again. You guys hear that, don't you? Damn. Oh, well. I can't make up my mind. Octa versus ETC. Okay, we went through that one. Went through. Oh, I thought it was RPM hiding in the attic. Yeah, he's trying to get some rigs together, so he's up there doing some stuff. I'm working mine 2 megawatt solar plant. See, that's the big thing. Solar power. Oh, that's an up in the air battle. We kind of mentioned this yesterday. Solar mining is good if you have 15 to 20 cent plus power. If you're sitting at 11 cent, 10 cent or less, it's not going to make sense. You need so many solar panels for the room. You need all the batteries to run it when there's no, and then wintertime, you only get 6 hours of light here, at least in Canada, during the day. It's absolutely horrible. So it'd take over 30 years for the amount of power I save and investing in the solar. It'd take over 30 to 40, probably 50 years to ROI the power savings, which makes 0 sense in my mind. I'd rather just spend that money, buy a crap ton of miners, send it to some cheap hosting there, like, metered mining or something, and I'd be way better off than wasting money on solar panels. But that's for me, 15, 20 cent power. You know, it's looking a lot better. The other thing is they really need better solar technology in my mind. You know, a lot of people are pumping the crap out of solar. I feel right now it's probably the stupidest thing in the world because think about it. Look at all the room. Like they're trying to put up all these solar farms all over the place to help the grids and help this. But like they're taking people's farmland. So you'd rather have all these solar panels and no food? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You cutting all these farmers' farmlands, giving them a payout or whatever, then spreading freaking solar panels. That's hardly even making a difference for our grids here. But all the farmlands disappearing because it takes so much damn room. And now we're running out of, bad crop and stuff happens. It keeps expanding. So I think the technology needs to be like 5 times better. They need like 10,000 watt solar panels. We're dealing with 500 to 1,000 watt panels right now. They need like 10,000 watt panels and not bigger. Just because you staple a bunch together doesn't mean it's a better panel. Oh, now you got 10,000 watts. No, you need like, I don't know, a 6 foot by 3 foot panel that does 10,000 watts. That's what they need to get to and might be worthwhile and not needing so much room. Then solar might be okay. But right now, I think solar is probably some of the stupidest things out there in my perspective. I could be wrong, though. You guys might all hate on me. I don't really care, but that's just my opinion. And I don't see any value in it right now, and especially at my power price. All right, let's see what we got here. Layla Biden. Wow, what's going on, Layla? What are you up to? What are you doing? What do we got here? One Day World US. Thank you for the 1999. Rabid to the front. Finishing this epic miner that I need one cheap quite solo miners low on power space. What a fun miser. What do we got? Sarab Sai, what's happening here? My solar plant is actually funded by government. I only paid small amount of bribes utilizing mining. Any excess will go into grid. Nice. Rabid, you have no idea what you're talking about. Thank you very much. I'm glad someone pointed that out to me. Sometimes I don't, maybe I have no idea, but to me, it's probably one of the dumbest things ever. But that's me. I have AdTrack. I will do discovery code for it. What? AdTrack. I will do discovery code for it. For what? What are we talking about? Cut my power costs in half by installing a zero-cost solar system. Power costs in half? $0. You got a free solar system? I want one of those. That'll ROI then. That'll definitely ROI. Zero-cost solar system will ROI for sure. Yeah, firing a couple on, maybe my roof or something would be all right. You get a little bit of offset there. But I think trying to, use up my entire yard for solar panels is probably not very good. Now the little one has to dodge underneath these panels and stuff to try to get at her swing or something. Dyson fans eliminate noise? I don't know. Discount. You have discount. Oh, you have AdTrack. I will do a discount code for it. Oh, discount. Gotcha. I see what's happening there. Discount code. Yeah, my heart symbol is still there. It's not updated like other people says there is. So it still covers half my chat in the corner when it's, the first message there. Interesting stuff ahead. What do we have? Love my little home solar unit. UK, get free mining during the day and so great days. Yeah, UK though, you're sitting out. What's your power price? 30, 40 cents? That's definitely makes solar a pretty good investment out there. You are 100% correct on solo. Much improvement is needed in the tech. Yeah, I believe they need way better tech before I think they even plan to really build it out. It just takes too much room. 30 cent. Yeah, Dock Creek Miner has 30 cent power. I'd be looking into solar 100% if I had 30 cent power also. So that's definitely, for sure. What do we got here? 18K for hydro system plus 4. Oh, the stupid heart symbol. 4. I have to wait for someone. There we go. Someone talked. Plus 4 S21 hydros. What do you think? 18. Oh, I seen you point that out on Twitter there. The Bitmain S21 hydro systems there, discount codes 20% off or something, right? Was that what it was? I seen you mention that on Twitter. That's pretty sweet, but I don't have the power to run any of that stuff. That's insane. That's a lot of power. Need to put solar panels on top of carport or pergola was the best option for me. but it's only going to get more expensive. We have a new government. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys just got that new government over there. Solar power implies always redundancy from any other type of power production. 30% off. So that's even a bigger discount. S21 hydros are like 5,400 watts. Yeah, and then you get a big crate full. So I need like 40,000 watts of power to run a whole thing. Craziness. But yeah, Layla Miner, if you're looking for Bitcoin miners, well, they got a big 30% off the big frickin' hydro Bitcoin miners. What are those things? Like 400 terahash? Those are the big ones, aren't they? Like they hash like a hash and hasher. Bitmain will kill me for this discount, but I'll take it for the audience. Bitmain will kill you. All right, free S21s. Who wants it? 100% off, courtesy of Layla. I'm just kidding. That's not happening. I'm joking. It's a joke, guys. Bitmain will really run her off, or him off, or whatever the mining farm is. 10,000 hamster farm should do it. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that's insane. I can give away miners? Oh, can you give away an AL1 to my address? Because we need to check that thing out ASAP. Discount code hash. I'd buy for it. Layla Miner says I can give away miners. Who wants miners? Anybody want some free miners? Trick is to pair solar with battery storage to use during peak times or power outages. Look at Tesla power walls, for example. Oh, yeah, for sure. I wonder what those batteries are, though. How much are those power walls and everything? Yeah, free to me. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Maybe we'll work out something. We'll work out a giveaway courtesy of Layla Mining one of these days. Get some more details on the situation. See what it is. Rabid, you still running your FPGA? I got my C1100. It's sitting here in the rig, but I haven't looked into what to mine with it yet. That's something I should definitely check out. So no, the FPGA is not running right now, but I should get that thing running. I should. I will prepare a giveaway soon. All right, so Layla Mining is going to prepare a giveaway soon, guys. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Be ready. We're going to be giving away some miners, courtesy of Layla. Possibly. Unless I'm reading in between the lines wrong. I will sell one BTC to do a giveaway on miners. Oh my gosh, that is insane. They're gonna sell a whole Bitcoin to give away some miners. You guys hearing this? You guys reading this stuff? You guys pumped? You guys ready? Announcement coming soon once we figure this all out. Hit that like button, guys. Yeah, hit that like button, follow button, subscribe button, all the crazy buttons that are in front of you to hit. Oh, Surab Sai has a question. Hold on. I got to go find this question here. Where is it? Is it added to me? Am I missing it? Where is it? Scrolling up. Scaver says, tell Layla the Twitchers also. There's people in Twitch that I want in on as well. Where's the question? I'm trying to look for it. Sorry. Can I do pre-booking on giveaway? Is that the question, or is there another one? Pre-booking on the giveaway? Question is 5950X worth buying? Follow Rabid to make sure you will participate. There you go, guys. Layla Mining says, follow Rabid to make sure you participate. Miner giveaway from Bitmain. Coming soon. They're selling 1 Bitcoin to give away some miners to all you guys out there. Pretty crazy stuff coming ahead. As for the 5950X, is it worth buying? I guess it depends. It all depends. Like, I don't know what the country you're in and everything. Like, sometimes those are the only things you can find. You know, getting the new hardware, like 7000 series, is like 10 times the price compared to everywhere else in the world. So it comes down to location. If it's definitely super cheap compared to everything else, then yeah, I would get into that. But personally, I'm only buying probably 7950X and 7950X 3Ds, unless the 9950X does see better performance with the new motherboards that come out. But until those release and we test it, we'll have to see. But right now, I'm currently only eyeballing the 7950Xs and 7950X 3Ds. That's the 16-core 32 thread processors. Bitmain won't spend I will spend my bags. Layla's rich. Layla's rich, guys. Just loaded. Loaded. I'm just going to, sell a Bitcoin, do a giveaway. Why not, right? Because I only have 1,000 Bitcoin hanging out. Oh, man, that's insane. Layla, I just subbed to your channel. Follow rabidmining on YouTube, X, Discord. Rules not clear. Follow me everywhere. Everywhere you can possibly see rabidmining. Follow it. Crewman was right again. What about Chia? Oh, Chia I don't think is doing very well, is it? I don't know. I haven't checked on mine for a while. I only have like 12 or 24 terabytes, but it sounds like a lot of people are pulling out of Chia. You bought 20.85 kilowatt panel for $18,250. Panels produce over 21,000 kilowatt hours per year, of which, thanks to a government program that allows me to sell surplus unused energy. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's the thing out here too, though, is depending on your area, if you have excess energy of your panels that you're using, so if you get a whole bunch of extra panels, you can sell back to the power company. That's a thing that we can do here as well. So maybe I'll start mining the power company. That could be a thing. I'll start power company mining. It might make more. My chia farm is doing great. Oh, John Frank, you're hitting solo blocks all the time, though. That's no fair. You just got extremely luck. I'm just kidding. That's awesome, though. Some people are still doing good. And it might be getting better because as people are pulling off, just like a network hash rate thing, you just start to hit more blocks if you're solo mining. You start to earn more chia if you continue to mine. So, there always is that equilibrium eventually. And if people pull off, it's starting to go higher. 9950X is not worth getting, at least not at the current price. That's very true. I agree with that. It's not too amazing. I did notice something though. There was a new BIOS that updated, as well as a new what's it called? The new BIOS came up, and the latest XM rig. So actually, if you look here, you can see a new XM rig right here, release XM rig 6.22 rebuild with GCC V13 version with fixed broken dashboard stats in some cases. So that was actually referring to the 9950X, I think, is now. Oh, it's not working here, but when I was on RandomX and Zephyr, it's showing all my threads now in HiveOS, which is awesome. But the big thing here is look at this. Look at this. I actually got a hash rate boost. So I don't know if it was from the BIOS or the miner update, but if we come into the 9950X now, look at this. So I actually got XMRig 6.22 F31 4.3 gigahash at gigahertz clock at 0.989 volts. I was actually at 23.12 kilohash, 164 watts for 140.97 on the efficiency. So I gained some decent hash rate. I gained almost 2 kilohash here at the same amount of power over the previous test of 4.3 at 0.89. So it did see a bit of a boost here. So there's still more tweaking that seems like it's being done for these CPUs, and that's why I'm still kind of interested in the next motherboards. But I am seeing a hash rate boost of almost 2 kilohash. That's more than what some freaking Intel CPUs do all on their own. They're only doing like 1.2 kilohash, 1.5 on some of them. So this seeing, pretty much a 2 kilohash boost at the same amount of power. So we are gaining some stuff happening there. That's pretty sweet, but it's still not looking too great. My 9950X at 3.7, 21 kilohash at 141 watts. 3.7? 3.7 is given 21 kilohash? That's crazy. I'm going to do more tweaking and play around 0.8 volts. I'm going to do more tweaking, I think. I'm going to still play around. I think there's still some settings somewhere that's untapped in this thing that we need to play with. So it's going to be interesting. I think there's a lot more playing around we got to do here. Especially also waiting on the new motherboards. But we'll see what happens. Any more updates here? What do we got going on here? Rabid mining, only fans. Oh, man. That's crazy. All right, guys. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap this one up, though. We've been here for a while. I do have to run to town. So make sure you subscribe, everything. Mining Rabid for Twitch there, or Twitter and X platform. Obviously, Rabid Mining, YouTube, Rabid Mining on Twitch, all that stuff. Stay tuned because sounds like we might be having some miner giveaways courtesy of Layla Mining coming into the future. So you're not going to want to miss that. I appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I'll see you on the next one.
Rabid out.